Go ahead, James.
Thank you.
Which James?
Okay. James right here. Yes, sir.
James Rosen. Thank you, Corrine. And Admiral, two questions. First, on Ukraine. When the American people hear you say, and they hear the President say, that the United States will support Ukraine in this conflict as long as it takes, and we further hear you and the President say that the decision-making as to how long the conflict goes on, when negotiations will be entertained, are all left up to President Zelensky, why shouldn't the American people conclude that critical decision-making about our national security, our taxpayer resources, our military, are in fact being outsourced or utterly given over to a foreign leader instead of being made by our President?
These decisions are being made by certainly the Commander-in-Chief, but with full support from not only both houses of Congress, but both parties up on Capitol Hill. There's been tremendous support for that. And I think the American people are smart enough to realize that that if we just walk away from this and we just let Putin take Ukraine, which, by the way, James, he hasn't given up on as a strategic goal, then what's next? And if you think the cost in blood and treasure right now is high, think about how much exorbitantly higher it would be if, in fact, we just simply, all of us, walk away from this. Because it's not just the President that says as long as it takes. Every G7 leader repeated that same phrase in Hiroshima. We all want to see this war end. And we'd love to see it end right now. And as you've heard me say a gazillion times, it could end right now if Mr. Putin would do the right thing and pull his troops out. But short of that, and he's shown no indication of being willing to do that, we got to make sure that Ukraine can continue to succeed on the battlefield so that if and when it comes time to talks, President Zelensky can do that with the wind at his back. Nobody, except maybe Mr. Putin, wants to see this war continue. You think the Ukrainian people want it to go on for one more day after all the suffering that they've gone through? But we can't just walk away from this, and the American people, I think, understand that.